Morning students, today we discuss about non-linear partial differential equation of the first order. For this method we consider the partial differential equation capital F of x, y, z, p, q is equal to 0, in which the function capital F is not necessarily linear in p, q. That means the degree of small p and q is not 1. We write this equation as number 1. To solve this kind of problems, we apply Chapit's method. In this case, we consider the equation small f of x, y, z, p, q is equal to 0, and we write it as a number 2 equation. Now, in this method, the fundamental idea is to introduce another partial differential equation of the first order g of x, y, z, p, q, a is equal to 0. We write it as number 3 equation, where small a is an arbitrary constant which satisfies two conditions. Number 1 condition, solving number 2 and 3, we get the value small p is equal to small p of x, y, z, a, small q is equal to q of x, y, z, a, and we write it as number 4. And second condition, dz is equal to p of x, y, z, a into dx plus q of x, y, z, a into dy is integrable. We write it as number 5. When the function g satisfies 1 and 2 and has been found, the solution of the equation 5, capital F of x, y, z, a, b is equal to 0, containing two arbitrary constants, small a and b, is the complete integral or general solution of the equation 2. In this case, our working rule or subsidiary equation is dx by del f by del p. Here is correction, del f by del p is equal to dy by del f by del q. Here is also connection, del f by del q is equal to dz by p into del f by del p plus q into del f by del q is equal to dp by minus of del f by del x. Here is also connection, del f by del x plus p into del f by del z is equal to dq by minus of del f by del y. Here is also a correction, del f by del y plus q into del f by del z. Now, our example. We discuss example number 6. Find the complete integral of the equation p square plus q square bracket close y is equal to qz. Here we notice that the degree of p and q is not 1. So, this is a non-linear partial differential equation of first order. So, here we apply Chapit's method. Here, small f of x, y, z, p, q is equal to p square y plus q square y minus qz is equal to 0. Now, here subsidiary equation is dx by del f by del p. That means here is 2py is equal to dy by del f by del q. That means 2qy. Here is correction, 2qy is equal to dz by small p into del f by del p plus q into del f by del q. That means dz by 2y bracket p square plus q square is equal to dp by minus of del f by del x plus p into del f by del z. That means dp by pq is equal to dq by minus of del f by del y plus q into del f by del z. That means here is dq by minus p square minus q square plus q square, cancelling minus q square plus q square. That means dq by minus p square. Now, from last two ratios, we see that dp by pq is equal to dq by minus p square. If we write it properly, we get p into dp plus q into dq is equal to 0. Integrating this, we get p square plus q square is equal to a square. where a is a constant, a square is a constant. Now, putting this value in our given equation, we get q is equal to a square y by z, and from last equation we get the value of p as p is equal to a by z root over z square minus a square y square. Hence, putting these values in, dz is equal to p dx plus q dy, we get this dz is equal to a by z root over z square minus a square y square into dx plus a square y by z into dy. We just put the value of small p and small q. Now we rearrange this. We get z dz is equal to a root over z square minus a square y square into dx plus a square y into dy. If we write it properly, we get z dz minus a square y dy by root over z square minus a square y square is equal to a dx. Now integrating this. For this integration, we take z square minus a square y square is equal to t. So this implies 2z dz minus 2a square y into dy is equal to dt. That means putting these values, we get dt by 2 by root over t is equal to a dx. Now integrating, we get root over my t into dt is equal to ax plus b, where b is also a integrating constant. Now putting the value of t, we get root over z square minus a square y square is equal to ax plus b. This implies z square is equal to a square y square plus ax plus b whole square. So which is our required complete integral, where a and b are constants. Now we discuss exercise number 3. Here the question is px plus qy is equal to pq, which is also a non-linear partial differential equation of first order. So we solve it by Chapit's method. For this, we take small f of x, y, z, p, q is equal to px plus qy minus pq is equal to 0. So here the subsidiary equations are dx by del f by del p, that means dx by x minus q is equal to dy by del f by del q, that means y minus p is equal to dz by p into del f by del p plus q into del f by del q, that means p into x minus q plus q into y minus p is equal to dp by minus of del f by del x plus p into del f by del z, that means here is dp by minus p is equal to dq by minus of del f by del y plus q into del f by del z, that means here dq by minus q. So from last two equations we get dp by minus p is equal to dq by minus q. Cancelling minus, we get dp by p is equal to dq by q. Integrating, we get ln p is equal to ln q plus ln a, where a is an integrating constant. This implies ln p minus ln q is equal to ln a. This implies p by q is equal to a. Cancelling ln on both sides. This implies p is equal to aq. Now putting this value in the given equation, we get aqx plus qy is equal to a into q square. This implies ax plus y is equal to aq. Both sides cancel, we cancel q because q not equal to 0. This implies q is equal to ax plus y by a. So p is equal to aq, that means p is equal to ax plus y. Now hence dz is equal to p dx plus q dy is equal to, putting the values of p and q, ax plus y into dx plus ax plus y by a into dy. We arrange it properly. This implies a into dz is equal to a into ax plus y into dx plus ax plus y into dy. Now we take common ax plus y. So we can write it as ax plus y into a dx plus dy. Now for integration we take ax plus y is equal to t. This implies a dx plus dy is equal to dt. So a integration dz is equal to integration of t dt. This implies az is equal to t square by 2 plus b, where b is an arbitrary constants or integrating constants. This implies az is equal to ax plus y whole square by 2 plus b, because t is equal to ax plus y, which is our required complete integral.